Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm afraid that the algorithm probably thinks I'm dead, so if you're so inclined, could you please give us a like and maybe leave a comment? What you could comment is if you know, how do you eat an elephant? But before we get into that, I want to tell you why that is the question of the day. Because I have this overwhelming task of cleaning my craft room. It kind of makes me laugh because my very first video was about how do I clean my craft room. And now it's gone through a lot of different changes and phases, but it's still always a struggle. If you're a crafter, you know. These pictures we're looking at were all from December 1st of 2024. And you can see I have a bit of an addiction. We're kind of going from this phase here into this cleaner, sleeker phase right here. I figured the best place to start is just where it is today. And I took all of the mobile shelves and took them out of the warehouse, and I've got them in the movie room. Sadly, all this happened 6 months ago because when I got a job, everything kind of grinded to a halt. That there was a table I found on the side of the road. I'll make it over at some point. But this is the hallway going down to the studio in the warehouse, or it was back in December. This is what it looks like now with all of the shelving out. And then going into the warehouse, just junk everywhere. But like I said, we're really, I don't know who we are. I guess I really am trying to get to a sleeker, cleaner, something that when I need something, I can find it. And that's been my problem right now is I can't find items I know I have. And so I have to, oh darn, go shopping again. But the idea is to get everything into these clear totes where I can see what I have. And when I need something, I'll find it. Those are all going to ultimately be holiday themed stuff, the shelves that are stationary. Now this is the ribbon closet, and I do have a shopping addiction. I have 4 things that I really have a problem passing up. That's ribbon, that's calendars, and these are all calendars, and those blue totes are full of calendars as well. I'm going to show you into the studio here so you can see the extent of the addiction. But before I do that, I want to explain why there's a blanket where a door should be. Because one of the tips I have is if you have a space where you're limited or you need extra wall space, if you take out the door, then you gain that extra wall space. Because in this particular room, I would open the door and lose about 3 feet of wall space. But now, here we are. This stuff on the table and the stuff underneath all the bags, those were projects I was working on before I got the job. And so it's not as bad as it looks, but yeah, it's as bad as it looks. But there's, again, I took the closet doors off because it's just easier to have that extra space without having to deal with doors. There's my little video area back there. This is where all of the wreath frames ended up, and on the other side. Chances are you know that Joann's Fabrics closed, and this is some stuff I got from one of their stores on their last day. It is $7,185 worth of stuff, all that you saw, and I got it for $45. I got these vinyl storage racks, and then I got some vinyl, some iron-on, and then comfy, cozy flannel, 2-yard cuts. And then I got these paint wells, and they have a little plastic lid on them. But let's get to the point. How do you eat an elephant? The answer is one bite at a time. You have to take your overwhelming task and break it down into small pieces or phases. Now, I broke mine into 3 phases, and phase 1 was move all this wood to a storage unit. The frames, the sign, the boxes. And just to let you know, That's the third of my shopping addiction, is wood frames, little boxes like you get at the Dollar Tree, wood signs, anything that I think can be made over into a cool sign, something custom. But it's not just for me. I always think, oh, I'm going to get enough stuff so I can sell it on my website so that people who watch my channel can make the same things I make. Like those little washboards, I have way more than I'll ever need. Little clearance boxes, frames. Those can be made over into little hearts for Valentine's Day. These little frames came from Michael's. I got them at 90% off, but my plan isn't to use them the way they have them. Just paint them over and make a nice little sign. Some Dollar Tree stuff there. Phase 2 is to organize what's left. So that's take all of this stuff and get it incorporated into the storage totes, bins, whatever you want to call them. Now those racks came from Joann Fabrics as well. That was a lot of fun to do that, because I had standing paper racks, but then putting them on the pegboard just got them off the floor. And then phase 3 is incorporate the stuff from the studio into the storage and the shelves. That means this, into here. And the crazy thing is, today is August 17th. My goal is to have this completed by August 25th. So check back on the video I post on August 25th and see if I made it, or if my head is just in the clouds. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will catch you on the next one.